Greetings, citizens. Justiguy has arrived to the 100-line Last Defense Academy. It is now day 96. From then on, all the school's facilities ceased to function. Oh, shit. It was as if Last Defense Academy itself had died. No good. Nothing's working anymore. Anywhere. Same with the cafeteria, the refrigerator, and Ration-O-Matic aren't powering on. We still have non-perishables, though, so we should be okay for a while. What the heck happened? The undying flames in the defense room were probably the power source for the rest of the school. Once Ato off the person who was making them, all the other functions must have stopped too. What are we supposed to do now? We're in the middle of nowhere with nothing to sustain us. Hey, speaking of nothing, has anyone taken a peek outside? It's a seriously depressing sight. There's no more flame, right? When I looked outside, I saw something I didn't think was possible. The wall of undying flames that surrounded the school had gone out. The only thing out there now was the endless city ruins. The wall of fire is gone too. I guess this is what it's always looked like out here, but it feels strange. Is this really how it ends? Did we really lose to the invaders? If we'd just seen through to that traitor's true nature sooner, hint hint. We could never have done that. Nobody even imagined there was someone sabotaging us behind the scenes. What about the invaders all out attack? Is that still happening? I wonder. Our mission's already failed after all. At the very least, the enemy no longer has any reason to attack this place as desperately as they did before. Except to come finish us all off. I don't want to fight anymore. I'm done fighting. I thought it was pretty fun, although it wasn't the kind of killing game I was hoping for. Are we sure no one's sending someone to get us? They've really abandoned us. Why would they rescue people they see as disposable? I'm far too noble and important to just be thrown away. Someday the Osazuki family will crush all of humanity. Knock it off. You sound like Ito. So, now what do we do? Now what? There's nothing left to do here, but there's no reason to leave either. Are we going to stay until day 100 at least? I think so. There's nowhere else for a roach-headed, sunken-faced freak like me to go. We've played the game this far. It wouldn't hurt to see the ending on the final day, right? We have nothing to do, nowhere to be, and nowhere to go. I'm feeling it all over again. The total loss of everything I hold dear. Gah. Day 97. When I woke up the next day, I couldn't motivate myself to get out of bed. Emptiness, helplessness, those emotions still overwhelmed me. Losing Karawa and Nozomi. Being betrayed by Ato, also I guess losing Ima too. I had nothing, not a place to return to, nor anything I could do about any of this. In the end, I couldn't do anything. I whispered listlessly and let my heavy body sink into the bed, and I kept sinking deeper and deeper, and then I had a dream of stuff. Day 98. It wasn't even morning when suddenly it happened. Ugh, erg. Fireboy? Well, what? My body? I didn't know what was causing it, but something abnormal was happening to my body. It wasn't just heavy throughout my body. I felt warm. No hot, abnormally hot. Far beyond anything like a regular fever. Don't tell me I have rejection symptoms. Had the cryptoglobin rejection that plagued Nozomi finally come from me? Ugh, irk. Maybe this is what I deserved. I was being punished for being unable to do anything for the baby in the defense room. Punishment for being unable to even trust him, let alone protect him. Ugh, guys, I moaned from the intense heat running through my body. I finally stopped resisting it. Soon I lost consciousness as if that heat was swallowing me. Oh, he's going to just burst into flames and die, right? And consume the world. How much time passed after that? Minutes? Hours? Longer still? I couldn't say. I lost all sense of time. Arg! The vicious heat assaulting my body didn't subside. It only grew in intensity. The heat woke me from my sleep. It was so hot I felt like I was being burned from the inside out. Oh, what is this? I'm burning up. It's like my body's on fire. It's not rejection, is it? This feels like something more. Ugh. Immediately, my vision filled with flames. Fire erupted from my very body. And not just any flames. They were undying flames. I was enveloped in undying flames. They were emanating from inside of me. I let out a scream, and then something even stranger happened. The flames that filled my vision pulled away from me. They became a ball-like mass and began to writhe in front of me before forming into another shape. It was a baby! And just like that, the boy made of undying flames was there.
How are you?
How am I still alive? Unfortunately, I'm not. My
No.
dead,
Well, I was wrong.
killed by Ato.
Then, what is this?
The last of my consciousness, remaining in the cryptoglobin. Something like an echo. That's
No.
all I am now.
An echo?
The dolphin?
I don't understand it myself.
Truly.
The power of cryptoglobin is truly mysterious, but I'm glad this has happened.
Aw.
I really wanted to talk to you one last time.
Tsar, it's curious to me too, but I don't have any strong feelings about being killed. Strange, isn't it, to feel nothing about your own death? I'm not even sure that I was ever truly alive in the first place. What do you mean? Not only do I not have a name, but I don't know anything about my origins either. Nothing about my mother or father or the place or date I was born. Nothing at all? What did my real body look like to you, a newborn baby? You didn't just look like one, you clearly were one. But several years have passed since I was born. I'm about the same age as the rest of you. What? As a trade-off for the overwhelming power I was born with, my body wasn't capable of growing physically. It was unable to endure the sheer might of my cryptoglobin. The all-too-great price to pay for the benefits of this mutation. It's ironic, isn't it? My cryptoglobin is practically all-powerful, but my body was incapable of sustaining itself. Please, even if you can't tell me everything, tell me what you know. What is cryptoglobin? I don't know. Even I'm not sure what this power really is. So you've been left in the dark too? I only learned that the enemy had the same power when I arrived here. I still don't know why that is either. So in the end, not a soul here was told anything. Was that to prevent information from leaking to the enemy? Or because we were destined to die here no matter what we did? Because of that body, I never got to experience having friends. I couldn't risk letting anyone get close to me. Not when I could have lost control of my power at any moment. C-Ray was the only person I ever spoke to. He looked after me ever since I was young. Really? Him? Yes, he raised me, if only as a weapon. It was my destiny to live and die here at Last Defense Academy, to use this power to eradicate the invaders. Are you okay with that? It doesn't matter. With my body the way it was, I was in no position to resist. I had to cooperate with this mission in order to live. Well, I call it cooperating, but I was just having my power constantly drained from me. Maybe you pity me, but I've long since accepted my existence as a weapon. I never once considered what it was that I personally wanted to do. Not until I heard about all of you. Huh? C-Ray told me on the first day when he brought me here. He said a group of boys and girls my age had been brought here as a special defense unit to protect me. Once I heard that, I felt happy for some reason. It was my first real emotion. I was so curious I wanted to get a look at you. So I created an avatar with my cryptoglobin. Behind C-Ray's back, of course. If he'd found out, he would have scolded me for wasting my power. And then you found me. Yeah, you mistook me for an invader and began to panic. I see. I'm sorry. No, I realized that it was a natural response, considering my appearance and inability to communicate. Besides, the situation was what it was. After that, I thought I should stop creating avatars, but C-Ray suddenly stopped coming to see me, so I was even more curious what was happening with all of you. I decided to check in on things in this form again, all while trying to stay out of sight. I only appeared in front of you on urgent occasions when I had something I really needed to tell you. Now that you mention it, whenever we were in a bind, you were always there. You must have realized we were in trouble and tried to warn me. From your point of view, I must have been a strange being, but I started to feel an affinity for all of you. I started to want to fight alongside all of you. As a friend. As a friend! All this was very strange to me as well. I had no idea where these feelings were coming from. I envied you. Envied us, the people who were constantly bickering and never sticking together. What? Got a weird text, I think it's spam.
Hey!
But in the end, it was all for nothing. We failed. It's easy to blame it all on Ato's betrayal, but I'm sure that wasn't the only cause. It's easy to blame it all on Ato's betrayal, but I'm sure that wasn't the only cause. You were sloppy from the start about fighting, about protecting each other. I stayed in the same state of mind as when I got dragged into this, fighting without resolve or conviction. As a result, I lost everything. My comrades and someone very dear to me, too. So you have... Uh-oh, here it comes. You bet I do. I'm full of regret. I just can't stop thinking about it, wondering if I could have done more. If I'd just done better, maybe I could have saved Nozomi, saved Kadoa. I know regret won't undo anything, but I can't get it out of my mind. Even Ato was able to do all of this because of me. Do you want to redo the past? Here it comes. Huh? The reason I came to you this final time was to talk about exactly that. This is the last message I'll ever give you, and it's the most important of all. Oh my goodness, this is it. What do you want to tell me? When I was killed by Ato, all of my cryptoglobin was incorporated into him. I watched your battle from inside of him, and I noticed something. A strange occurrence with Ato's specialist skill. Really? What happened to it? After absorbing my cryptoglobin, Ato's specialist skill underwent, well, I suppose you'd call it an evolution. It sure seemed that way when we were fighting him. It must be the effect of my cryptoglobin. It seemed to stimulate the power that was already inside of him. And now, by way of Ato, that cryptoglobin resides in you. Your specialist skill, which allows you to redo things, should have evolved to its highest level. What? Special skill allows... Oh, that's literally a mechanic. Oh, that's really cool. I forgot about that. If you use that power, you would be able to return farther back in time than before. All the way back to the beginning of this 100-day period, in fact. To the beginning? You're telling me I could do all 100 days over again? I think you have the power to do so now. I can feel it from inside of you. Is this for real? Can I really go back and redo it? Redo all of it? Naturally, you'd be the only one going back. You'd have to part ways with everyone. But what would happen to the others? Would they all have to keep living here in this timeline? I'm not sure. They may continue to exist as part of a parallel world, or they might vanish the moment you redo things. I can't tell you anything for certain. There's no telling how returning to the past might affect other things either. What do you mean? The flow of time is by nature one of the absolute truths of the world. There's no way that flow can be reversed. Breaking that rule and warping time to your own ends is bound to have consequences. Something unexpected might happen in the world you return to. It may be have unfathomable events on your cryptoglobin. Even on the cryptoglobin? Nothing would be out of the realm of possibility. You'd be using your power to violate the very laws of the universe. At any rate, redoing the past will come with risks, at the very least. And it will also mean that you'll have to fight all your battles again. You'll have to fight this cruel war all over again from the start. The outcome may not necessarily be positive. In fact, it could end worse than it has now. But if you're plagued with regret, if you wish to reclaim what you've lost, then you ought to try using that power. You should try to redo the past.
It's your decision to make. You should choose what you think is the correct path.
I'm gonna save. All right, I made 3 save files, so definitely can't F this up in case something goes horribly wrong. Hopefully. Unless it's like one of those things where like it just goes all you...
You should press forward and trust in your decision.
Even if I die, I want to press forward and trust in my decision. Trust in my decision. That's all I wanted to say. I'm glad I finally got the chance to tell you. What happens to you now? I believe I will simply vanish. Or rather, I've already vanished. Get ready for some smooth jazz. The fact I'm here in this way is one more miracle brought about by cryptoglobin. So now I'm going to disappear for good, like I always should have. Could you tell me one last thing before you go? Name, give me your name! You were nameless, you had no roots, you were incapable of living on your own, treated like a weapon and then killed. Do you want to relive that life? I wonder, maybe it's not worth reliving. But I am what I am, so I don't think anything will ever change. But if I could, there is something I'd like to do. What's that? Next time? Oh!
Befriend all of you. I want to argue with you and fight with you. And until the moment I die, I want to do everything I can to live.
Oh! Nameless fire buddy! Leaving those words behind like flames slowly converging, the ghost boy vanished. Day 99. I wonder then if we keep our memories or not. There were no announcements playing anymore. I woke on day 99 in an eerie silence. I hadn't moved from my bed. I couldn't get the conversations from last night out of my head. I can redo the past? But I'm the only one who could do it. I don't know what will happen to the others, and I have no idea what will be affected or how things will change as a result of going back. And above all, if I redo the past, I'd have to fight for 100 days all over again. I wonder how everyone else is doing. I'm a little curious. Maybe I'll go check on them. Well, let's go in order, I guess. And we'll save takemaru for last, obviously. Oh god, I'm so disgusting, excuse me. Since all the machines have stopped functioning, I can actually die now if I want to. Maybe I should just die. I don't want to fight the rest of my invaders. Oh, I know, let's all kill each other and all out brawl until only one of us is left. Hey, hypothetically speaking, if you could redo these 100 days, what would you do, Takumi? Would you do it all over again? Nah, sounds like too much effort. I don't really want a happy ending anyway.
This ending's more fitting for someone like me. One where everything is perfectly unsatisfying.
I am still extremely worried about you. What am I supposed to do now? Just wait for the Earth to be destroyed? Hey, hypothetically speaking, if you could redo these 100 days, what would you do, Kako? Would you do it all over again? Well, if I could redo it, I would. I'd do it all over again. I'd make sure to protect Ima and everyone else. Even if our only choice was to die in the end, I'd still want to die alongside my dear brother.
I know that's not possible. He's already dead.
Oof. Oh god, we're gonna have to do the persuasions again as well. It's not working, and after all the things I made with this... Oh my god. Oh, I'm sorry, Gaku. We have something important to do. This is going to be truly tragic. The fish are still swimming, but they'll probably die soon now that the power is gone. Are we truly going to rot away along with the Earth? Will we never see anyone from the complex again? Hey, hypothetically speaking, if I could redo it, by all means, I'd do it over again. We'd be certain to win our fights against the invaders the second time around, but even if we win, we still die, correct? And maybe it's better this way.
Tis better to die a warrior rather than live meaninglessly. Isn't it? I don't know anymore.
Oh god. Why do things have to end so miserably for me? Hey, what kind of juvenile question is that? But if I could, I'd turn it all around. We'd win our fights and we'd survive without a single casualty. And then...
Suzuki family. I'd forcibly wrench a happy ending out of the hands of fate.
And marry Shoma. Definitely marry Shoma. That is definitely a thing I would do. Me, Kurada Osuzuki.
Uh-oh. That's not a good sign. Hold on, I have to pause. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Alright, Tsubasa, how's it going? What's going to happen to us? We managed to survive up to this point. What do we do now? If nobody's going to come rescue us, I have to just stay here until hypothetically speaking. If it meant I could see my family again, I'd want to do it all over.
If we're doomed to die, even if we win in the end, I'm done. I don't want to fight anymore.
Now, my question is, if we do go back, how is this going to play out? Are we going to remember? Is the route, the branching based on how we act on our memories? Hey, isn't anyone going to come for the artificial satellite and save us? Are they really just going to leave us here to die? What are you supposed to do now? There might still be invaders out there, too. Huh? Why would I fight again? Who'd ever want that? Oh, but If I did it over again, maybe we could have negotiated with Sea Ray and got him to let us live. There's no sense in thinking about this. It's not like it's possible anyway.
My whole life's nothing but rotten luck.
Oh, Gaku.
I want to redo my...
I never could get a read on you, Yugamu. In a sense, this is a happy ending because we've managed to live, but on the other hand, it's a bad ending because we've lost the war. What kind of ending is that, ultimately? Hey, hypothetically speaking, if you could... Blah, blah, blah. Seriously, what an adorable question. I think I'd refrain. I doubt any good would come out of a redo.
More likely our time here was fated to end up this way from the start.
Do you see what I see in the background? Has that been there the entire effing time and I never noticed it? Oh my god. No need to take my... That's not what I'm looking at. Is that you? Were you here this whole time and I didn't know? Oh my god! I know I'd be better off dead anyway, but I really wish I could have been useful somehow. Then Leo could have been proud of me, but I wasn't able to make even that happen. Hey, hypothetically. I wonder, someone like me probably would only end up with the same pathetic outcome as this. A waste of space is still a waste of space, no matter how many times he does something.
For my... Dev...
Yeah. This is all because Kurana didn't confess her undying love for you, I'm afraid. Alright, bro, it's just you and me. Tomorrow is day 100. Can't believe we're gonna reach day 100 with everyone so damn miserable. Hey, hypothetically speaking, what would you do, Takemaru? Would you do it all over again? Huh? What you say? You kidding? Of course I'd do it all over. And this time I'd beat the supreme dickhead and Edo to a bloody pulp.
I can't do shit. So it's all just
Well,
empty words at this point.
what did I say at the very start? We are ride or die for Takemaru, so that is our choice, if it's the choice. I guess I've talked to everybody now. I should probably head back to my room. Even after I got back to my room, I kept agonizing over the same thoughts as usual. Time went by as I ruminated, and before I knew it, night had fallen. This was supposed to be my last night at Last Defense Academy, not that it really matters now. Day 100, the day we've been striving for, is coming tomorrow. But its ending is a far cry from what any of us hoped for. I fought here in order to see the person dearest to me once again, to go back to Karuha, but... my Karuha is dead. For some reason, she showed up as Nozomi Kirifuji, and she died in my arms. From the moment she died, I've been full of regret. Regret that I couldn't save her. I feel that same about Ima and Hiroko, about not seeing Eito's betrayal coming. I regret everything. It's not only regret that plagues me, it's also frustration. There's still so much I don't understand.
I know I'd met you before.
Huh?
Even though we talked about...
What are you saying?
That's... Taki.
What does she mean from back then? Why did Karuha show up here as Nozomi Kirifuji? Why didn't she forget who she was? What in the world happened to her? We have absolutely... Okay, we're absolutely in a loop, and... that dream was from a prior loop, I'm guessing, and we will not remember. And there's Eito's final words to me.
Right. That's what you think the truth is. You've got...
Am I okay not knowing? Is it really okay for things to end like this? But if I go back to the past, I'll have to fight 100 days all over again. Will I really fight again? Will I go to war again? If that correct path for me to take? Takemaru says yes, so I had spent my 99th night at the academy turning the same thoughts over and over in my head. And then... wow. Oh, I was trying to get a screenshot. We finally made it to day 100. The day the undying flames were originally meant to rain down on the planet. The day we put a stop to world death by burning all the invaders to ash, taking us with them. The day... What? Someone's... The doorbell's working? The day all of humanity and the satellites been waiting for, but now... As I opened the door, a panicked voice greeted me. Tell me something crazy has happened. Come right away. What is it? What happened? Just get to the war room. Everyone's already there. What? What was that all about? It couldn't be the invaders. They're found out there. So what should we fight them? Do we even have a reason to keep fighting anymore? I guess we're meeting in the war room to discuss it. I better hurry. I thought we were just heading to... Right, you know what? I'm not going to check the map or anything. Let's just book it. Okay, so some things are clearly still working. So I feel kind of lied to. That's a bathroom. But what? Huh? There's power? Why is this the only place with power? Did you fix it, Tsubasa? Oh, God. No, it wasn't me. This morning, I was walking around the school and I noticed the lights had come on in here. It's only in this room, though. Everything else is still out of order. Is that why you brought us here? That's right. I called everyone here after I heard the news from Kako. You scared the piss out of me. I was convinced the invaders were attacking. I took a look outside, but there are no signs of any enemies approaching. Is the final all-out attack not happening anymore? From the invaders' perspective, there isn't much reason to attack this place anymore. If they had any guts, they'd come after us. But I guess this is what you'd expect from the minions left after the big boss is dead. But why is there suddenly power in this room? The undying flames were powerless, powering the rest of the school. Maybe this place had a backup power source, so it just automatically went live by now. By the way, has anyone seen Lady Kurata? I wonder what happened to her. I'm over here. But don't look, it's embarrassing. What happened to your mask? My doorbell rang so suddenly I was in a hurry to leave, then I stepped on my mask and tore it. I'm right in the middle of fixing it. Don't look, any of you. That just makes me want to stare harder. I love teasing you girls.
Huh?
Stop it, Darumi. It isn't the time for that. Then something new happened. Strange music suddenly started blasting through the speakers. Whoa, what the? I think I know what this is. Listen, it's the music they play for graduation ceremonies and stuff. I've never been to a graduation, though. My teachers hated me, so I didn't get invited. But why the heck is it? An announcement echoed throughout the school, cutting off Takemaru's question.
The most important moment of this operation will soon begin. Lost Defense Academy will now transition to attack mode.
Excuse me? Attack mode? Metabe? What's going on? What exactly is about to begin? Wait, be quiet. Do you hear that? What are you... We strained our ears to listen for any sounds around us, sure enough. He's right, I hear something. It's mechanical. Something is running somewhere. Something is running.
An omnidirectional attack will launch in 600 seconds. Special Defense Unit members, please evacuate to the schoolyard immediately.
Evacuate?
Repeat. Special Defense...
Evacuate? Why? It's telling us to go out to school. What do we do? Well, obviously we've got to go. Let's go find out what the hell's going on. I guess it's better than staying here and rotting. Sorry, I didn't want to eat sunlight today. This is seriously depressing. Bewildered, we all started to run to the schoolyard. I'll be right behind you. I just have to fix my mess. All right, but hurry. No, don't look at me. What are they going to pull on us? Did I ever notice this freaking tattoo of Sea-Ray? All right. Huh. Here we are in the schoolyard. I don't see nothing different about it. Is there something here? The announcement said something about attack mode, but I don't... Oh, everyone, look over there. Tsubasa pointed to the top of the school building. We all looked up. There were several huge missile turrets jutting out of the roof.
Whoa! What are those?
Turrets, it seems. For the missiles.
But there are no... Oh, it doesn't... Does it just not know that there's nothing?
Was the plan to firebomb the entire planet?
Jesus.
Those turrets?
With the missiles filled with undying flames.
Is it just going to shoot empty missiles now? They were going to launch the missiles from there and wipe out all the invaders on Earth, huh? They look so sinister. But nothing's going to happen now, is it? Those things don't work anymore, right? In theory, there's no more undying flames to fill them after all. Just then, the announcement rang out around us again.
Leading up to the omnidirectional attack, all defenses will be rerouted to the intercept system.
The intercept system?
Special Defense Unit members, please board the escape pod in the schoolyard immediately.
Motherfucker. Escape pod?
An omnidirectional attack will launch in 390 seconds. Special Defense Unit members, please board the escape pod at the school.
My jaw is hanging open.
An omnidirectional attack will launch momentarily.
Escape pod?
Please the party.
Is that for getting us out of here?
The escape pod. Repeat. An omnidirectional attack will launch momentarily.
That changes some things. Now we have a goal to make it to the end of 100 days with everyone alive, right? Does this mean if we board this escape pod, we could get to the artificial satellite? Huh? Then we actually were going home from the very start. They had to wait for us to get out. We weren't going to be abandoned.
Hey, what is that? What's happening?
Lady Kurata, you managed to fix your mask.
I don't put my mask in salad. What the hell is that thing?
An escape pod apparently looks like we can use it to get to the artificial satellite. So we don't have to stay here? Freaking sweet, we're gonna get our happy ending after all. What's so happy about it, Rag Boy? If we'd known this was coming, we'd have never agreed to the enemy's proposal. What were Nozomi's and Ima's sacrifices for? She's right, this whole tragedy happened because we wanted to escape. If we just trusted in humanity and fought until the end like Nozomi said, maybe then the mission would have been a success and we wouldn't have lost her. We dug our own graves. We could have had a happy ending all along, but we messed it up. Gerard was right. We should have believed Nozomi. We made the wrong choice, and this is what we get for it. We screwed ourselves over with our own decisions. But when you think about it, aren't the people on the satellite to blame for keeping us in the dark? If they just told us about the escape pod from the start, this never would have happened. Yeah, you got a point. Maybe they had some reason they couldn't contact us, even if they wanted to. Who cares about any of that anymore? I don't care whose fault it is. We made the wrong call. That's why Nozomi and Ima are dead. Oh, what a tragic end. I wish we could do all it over again. If we could go back in time and do it over again, we wouldn't make the same. We could rewrite our happy end.
Whoever developed this game of life really is a scumbag.
If we could redo things, if we could go back to the past. We stood there in silence till eventually...
60 seconds until the omnidirectional attack.
Hey, we've only got 60 seconds left.
30 seconds.
Not like we got any reason to rush. Nothing's gonna happen. We stood in silence, listening to the countdown ring out.
20 seconds.
This countdown represents a future that we were unable to reach. Okay, I got it. The moment the world was meant to end, the moment a new world was meant to begin.
10 seconds.
A long, arduous battle we'd fought in order to reach that future.
5 seconds.
It was all meaningless in the end.
2, 1.
Our war ended not with a bang, but a whimper.
Error. A catastrophic error has occurred in the system. Unable to execute omnidirectional attack. Error. A catastrophic...
Nothing happened. The mission really has failed now. This is all our fault. I'm a gross disgrace to the Osazuki name. What do we do now? What else? Our only option is to hop in the escape pod and head to the artificial satellite. That's right. There's nothing left here except invaders. No point in sticking around. Yes, Earth really is going to get destroyed by world death eventually. I want to fly in a rocket. The last one never even left the ground. But how could we possibly face everybody on the satellite? They're going to be mad, aren't they? Will they forgive us? We'll have to bow our heads and ask for forgiveness. Let's rub our faces on the floor until they're all scraped up. But we tried, right? We risked our lives to fight for them. Doesn't mean a damn thing if we didn't produce results. I absent-mindedly listened to what everyone had to say. Nothing we lost would ever return. There was nothing we could do anymore. Is that really the ending we want? It's time to give my answer. It's time to choose the right path for me. I get to decide. I have to press forward and trust in my decision. And in order to make that happen, I can't believe we went this whole effing game without doing this after that first time. Nope. It's your future. Is this okay? Can I really let things end this way? No, it can't end like this. I don't want... Really? Really? Come on, give me a bad end. Come on. Come on. It's your future. Come on. right, fine. Well, obviously I'm going to hit yes, but I feel like I'm going to make you wait a day, citizen. So until next time, and that's tomorrow, this is going to have to be farewell. Are you excited? I'm excited. Are you ready? I'm ready. Let's do it. Let's go back to the past.